Hi, thanks for joining me for Purposeful Inspiration. Our topic for today is Adulthood is not what I expected. And I'm speaking from my experience. As a young adult, I'm adjusting to life. Uh, when I was younger, I used to think that I used to say, I can't wait to be an adult. You get the opportunity to make your own decisions, you get the opportunity to go where you want to go, when you want to go, to do what you want to do. You get money, of course, because you work, so you're going to get money that you can get to do all the things that you want to do and to buy all the things you want to buy. But no, and I think adults, we need to, well, I'm an adult now, we need to tell young people that don't rush, enjoy, like literally take time and pray that the teenage period slows down. Take time to enjoy that freedom, because you're never going to get it back. So now that I'm an adult, I see that you work hard and you get paid. Half of your pay, or more than half of your pay, is spent by paying bills. You don't get that money for yourself. You're taking it to pay bills, to cover all the expenses in life, so that you have electricity, so that you have water to shower, and to cook food, so that you have food in the house. It's not what it is. It's all about. And then, because you have to go to work, you have to be responsible. You can't go where you want to go, when you want to go, and do all that you want to do all the time. You have to limit it, because now that you're an adult, you have to turn up for work, or you're not going to get paid. You can lose your job. Being an adult, you have to consider, what is my next step. You want to own a house, and houses are not cheap. You want to buy a car, that too is not cheap. So you have to think about all of these expenses. Where is the money going to come from to buy a house and a car? And as a young person, as a teen, I used to think that, hey, life is just going to flow and it's going to be so awesome, but it isn't. And it's the same with Christianity. Sometimes we think that it should be smooth, it should be so rough, it shouldn't be so difficult. We shouldn't be under so much pressure when we are. Sometimes we think that we should be walking on streets of gold, and we should be happy all the time, and that blessings should be coming left, right, and center. That we should just be continue growing and going up and up and excelling and reaching the highest. But we're struggling, we're down at the bottom, and we're there trying to cope with life and cope with spirituality, and understand, why am I being attacked? Why is it that I'm now living a life that is truth, and I'm now being a person who is honest, I'm now being a good person, and yet persons are still telling lies on me? Why are persons still attacking me, and now I'm different? I know a friend who got baptized, and she used to go to parties and she used to sleep out, and then as soon as she got baptized and she started coming to church, she would end night services at 9 p.m. and when she's leaving, when she came home, when she went home, they would ask her, family would ask her, where is she coming from? Why is church ending so late? They don't think she's going to church. They think she's going somewhere else. And this is a girl that used to sleep out, and they had no problem with it. But now that she's serving God, they're having a problem with her going to church, and questioning if she's really going to church, and questioning why is church ending so late, where is she really coming from when she never used to come in at all. So life is full of unexpected turns and curves, and although adulthood is not what we expect, we still have to be adults. We still have to work and be responsible. We still have to try to reach on time and do our work as we have been paid to do, or we have been employed to do. We have to pay the bills, because we need to live in a house with electricity and Wi-Fi and cable and all of these things. We still have to pay the water rate, because we don't want to go back to caveman days. We still have to do what is necessary to survive. And it's the same as a Christian. We have to do what is necessary to survive. We have to read even when we feel like sleeping, and even when we think we don't understand. Find a new version. We have to pray when our hearts are overwhelmed. And what I love about God is that the Bible says tears are a language that God understands. So when you're overwhelmed and you can't pray, you can't say words, you can just cry, because God will understand what those tears mean. And you should fast. Fasting isn't the nicest thing to do, because for people who love food like myself, yeah, you understand, to stay away from the food. However, it is rewarding spiritually. We get to connect with God. We get to spend that time to understand more about Him, to meditate on His word, to pray, to seek His face, to get answers. It is good. And just as how life can be, our adulthood can throw us unexpected situations, unexpected expenses, unexpected curves where we have to adjust our goals. It's the same with spirituality. It will throw us unexpected things. The enemy is walking about like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, and he will attack us. He will attack us in various ways that we need to understand. And these attacks at times will set us back, because sometimes we will fail the test. So these attacks will set us back, and we will have to readjust. We'll have to re-strategize. We have to come again, and this is what we need to do, because as adults we still have to be adults. We can't just turn back and say, no God, going back to 14, I can't deal with this. I'm going back to 16, and I don't like this. I'm going back to 9. No. So it's the same with spirituality. Yes, we have the option to say, no God, I'm not going to live this life. But if we think about it in comparison to being an adult, let's look at it like, no God, I'm not going to turn back. I can't go back to how I used to be before. I can't go back to that stage when I was young in the faith and naive and knew nothing about God. What you know now at this point is better than what you knew when you just started. So I just want to encourage you as Christians, just try to live. Yes, we're not walking on streets of gold yet. And yes, the enemy is attacking us, and sometimes we don't see that it's a direct attack, but still push on, still press on. And for young people like myself, I want to encourage you, being an adult is not what we would want it to be. It's not how you'd want it to be, but let's make the best of it for our future children, and for our children. For those of you who have children, let's make the best of it to ensure that we talk to the young people about what adulthood is about, to get them mentally prepared for this stage. Let's do what we can to speak to young people, to say, this is how life is. Stop the foolishness that you're doing. Shake up your folly ways. This is how I used to be before, and don't do it. I see you going down the same path I was. Don't go down there, because this is what adulthood is all about. It's not easy. It's not how you want it to be, but you have to live it. So live it right. So you have to live adulthood. My recommendation to us, let's live it right. Let's be the best adults we can be, and let's help those we can help.